So we've seen some of the new 1/12 scales that KF Plan has built. Strange name, but excellent cars. I would say this is my favorite medium scale short course truck, but it's really one of the very few that are even out there. So next we have this. We have figured out that GT Fans is actually who makes the KF Plan cars. It says GT Land on the side. I mean, that's better than KP Fast. GT Land, it sounds like a place, like a vehicle amusement park. That's got some ground clearance. Now, something about this brand, I already did a monster truck from them a while ago, and I beat that thing up, and they've been extremely durable. You get some tools, even some little hex drivers, and an adjustment wrench for the tie rods, and camber arms. And these also come with FlySky controllers. Oh, and a decent battery charger. And while these aren't groundbreaking controllers, they are good, and they are comfortable, and they work well. Carbon fiber, flexible plastics, foamy, rubbery wheels. I mean, tires. Seriously, I can't get over that ground clearance. This is like a monster buggy. Another thing that this company has done well is their suspensions. This one arguably has too thick of fluid in it, but when it's driving, it works really well. Better than too thin of fluid. This one might almost be too thin, but we'll just have to see. And get that wing on for us. No! Oh gosh. Did those both go in the trash can? Seriously? Alright, I'm pretty sure these are it. Two of the same screws that don't look like they've ever been used. Be sure to peel this off before you apply any of these stickers. That is a pretty good looking buggy, I think. So, a little size comparison. I think the Typhon Grom is considered a 14th scale, if I recall. And then you've got the 1/12 scale Rolarlo buggy, which this new one is actually a little bit bigger. Compare it to a 1/10 scale and then a 1/8 scale. So it is sized pretty well. Alright, let's look at some car things. We already saw this carbon fiber chassis. I don't know a whole lot about carbon fiber, so I'm curious to see how it holds up to the things I plan on doing to this poor thing. It is plastic shock towers, and they do have some flex to them as well, so hopefully they won't break too easily. Tethered rear body clips, but not a tethered one in the front. Kind of an interesting thing. 3S battery, XT60 connectors. It is a shorter wheelbase than the short course truck. I don't know for sure, but that's probably normal. Short course trucks are usually a little bit longer. But I would have liked to see some more bracing between this rear shock tower. Some of you may remember that was an issue on this car, and I was able to get it reinforced with parts from another vehicle. Now that has metal shock towers that are not going to bend so easily, and this is flexible plastic and seemingly quality plastic. So hopefully that won't be a problem. I do intend to find that out in this video. Sealed ball bearings. That's super awesome to see, and they're good size. They're not tiny bearings. We have metal axles. I know it's got metal gears, metal drive cups also. Adjustable upper camber links and adjustable tie rods in the front. And scoot you back over here. Surpass hobby motor. It's a 3800 kV. What's your size there? 2845. It's not sealed, but the receiver is inside of a plastic box. So this should be splash proof, but it's not going to be dunk proof. Everything laid out pretty nicely. Our ESC is sitting on top of the steering servo on-off switch. These batteries are 2200 milliamp hours, 35C 3S. The shocks are adjustable. You can lift the ride height even more by attaching them to that inner hole on the front arms. And you can do the same thing on the rear. Plus, there are also two different adjustment points at the top of the shock towers. Plastic chassis brace going from front to back. Thick metal drive shaft, and it does have an adjustable slipper clutch. Now, the one thing that's kind of interesting here is you can't actually lower the suspension unless you put shorter shocks on it. It's already in the lowest position on the arms, and there are not any droop screws. Plus, the shocks are already all the way loosened up. You can tighten the preload a lot more, but yeah, you can't lower it. So something to take note of. It's kind of interesting that you can't do that. And I just need to know something. I've been sitting on this for a little while. Have I been missing out my whole life on a soldering gun that self-feeds wire? Or has that been around for a long time? I don't think I've ever seen it. And I'm super excited. You pull the trigger and it self-feeds the solder. Do you know how many times this would have helped me? I'm not gonna try it yet because I don't have anything to solder, but I cannot wait to try this thing. Yep, it's got power. Now we just gotta control it. We have a wall of porta potties to look out for now. It's got some torque steer. There we go. Crashing into those would be a crappy time. Oh gosh, funny. Full trigger. Whoa. 37 miles an hour. With that torque steer it's got, a gyro would have been nice. The suspension makes this a good jumper, I think. We're gonna test that theory pretty good in a moment. Ooh. Look at that poor table. Looks like Kentucky Ballistics got a hold of that one. Oh yeah. Oh, oh. Oh, nice. Yeah, so it doesn't slide as good. Probably just because this mud is still wet. Whoa! Man, that was a perfect slide. That was right into the pole. That's really good on the gravel, actually. Oh, there's a building. And a perfect jump over a stick. Jumpy, jumpy time. Wow. Nosedived a little bit. Could have got a perfect front flip right off the bat. Oh, so close. Yeah. Effortless front flips. Look at that solid land, dude. All right, we'll get a nice one surely in a minute. Can it do backflips though? If you were jumping off a cliff, yes. Oh, that one was terrible. There we go. Another front flip. Oh, it did not do front flip that time. And this, pretty plush suspension for a buggy, like I've said. I don't know why I did that. And it soars in the air really nice. Once you realize it does nosedive. Every single time it's nosediving. So it's good for front flips, and you can just keep blipping the throttle a little bit and it keeps it level. That carbon fiber chassis is holding up so far. God, oh, that was the most perfect jump ever. It landed in the shadow. Hopefully you could see that. Okay, we're gonna front flip that because it can do it. I know it can. Watch this. There we go. Ouch. I'm gonna get in the shadow. That way, hopefully it'll be a little bit more clear on the land. Oh. Check out this floater. Oh my God, it's so beautiful in the air. It was a gorgeous jump and my battery died in my camera right after it landed. Hopefully it actually caught it. You're trying to do, that sun's right in your eyes, isn't it? It just seems to have a strong desire to want to spin out instead of slide. It's very powerful and fun to drive, and the suspension feels great. And you definitely can control it. It's just gonna take some finesse and some practice. See, that one was pretty good. Whoa. Once you figure out how to just gently caress the steering wheel, which I'm not good at, it does better for you. Oh gosh. If we turn down the steering dual rate some. Oof. Oh. Oh, man, that was almost a perfect one. Stop hitting second base. Oh my gosh, again. Ow. Oh, there it went. It's just a lot easier to lose control, and I don't necessarily know why. I can't pinpoint it. It might be a tuning thing like differentials. See, other times it like grabs itself and holds it down. Woo! Yeah, I think I just saw it. I think it's rear diff tuning, maybe front also. Plenty of power all the way through those leaves. There it is. So funny enough, before editing this video, I did end up having a chance to use it. Haha. Yeah, that automatic solder feeder definitely helped. I think this needs some differential tuning, but I also don't believe that these are sealed diffs. Hold on now. Yes, it is. There's a gasket and O-rings in this differential. I'm gonna take it apart and verify 100%. Yep, there's a gasket, and there's also some actual diff oil in there, just not enough. This is the front one. I think I'm gonna top it off with some 60 weight. Might be a little high, but that's what I'm gonna go with. We've got an O-ring. It is, it's a sealed diff. Awesome. I ended up going with 50 weight for that front diff. I've got my little helper here. So all these screws came out easily, but they are 1.5 millimeter screw heads. Everything's hex, but most of them are 1.5 millimeter. Didn't even come close to stripping them out. They all came out very easily. Oh, good job, you're getting it out. These two screws are 2 millimeters, so there's a few, but most of them are 1.5.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! Feeling it. I mean, I'd probably go even thicker than the 50,000 that I used. The other downside is you should be able to lower this. I mean, not everyone wants a monster buggy. Sometimes you want to lower it so that it's better on a track and not as bad. Not that it was bad, but you want it to be even better at not traction rolling. The jumps, though, were awesome. I love the way it jumped. I even love the way it landed, in the grass at least, with that carbon fiber chassis. I don't know if that's part of it, but it just soars so nicely. It floats. Plenty of bad crashes, and nothing has broken at all. So I can't say I have a huge experience with WL toys, but what I do know is that any of the WL toys models most likely wouldn't have handled the crashes that this did. I've always found them to be somewhat brittle. And hey, it wasn't another rally car. So there's just one more coming up. But after that, I think we're done with them for the year. And not that I'm tired of rally cars, they're definitely one of my favorite RC styles, but I'd like to see them a little more spaced out. With that said, don't forget to enter for a chance to win this thing, which is a beast, and it's my favorite rally car that I've got so far. To enter, there is a link in the description, or of course you can just scan this QR code. How's it going?
How's it going?
I'm asking you, actually. How's it going? You can just say like, it's good.
It's good.
Nice.